This is home.
Mm-hmm.
This is Mean Streets.
Mm-hmm. Been in some of those.
Me and you both, Smoke.
Mm-hmm.
Hey! You can't park there.
Hey, they say that I'm talking a whole lot of trash. I'm sitting there thinking like, who knew? I know that you seen us on rappers react. They talking about us on YouTube. Hollywood 6, it look like I do magic. Maybe he's practicing voodoo. I'm hearing you're getting a lot of attention. Well, I'm here to say that we do to deliver the rubbish.
What's going on, everybody? We're back with another segment of Rappers React. Smoke. Diggity. What was Titus O'Neil's finisher?
Oh man, well, they did the millions of dollars.
They?
Yeah, I mean, he had a partner at first. The dude that came out as like the first WWE wrestler was gay or whatever.
Really?
And what was his? I forgot his name
With
too.
Titus O'Neil?
Yeah, well, Titus wasn't.
I know, but
Yeah.
what you got?
Darren Young, I think his name was.
You got Titus's finisher?
Not right offhand.
Duh. If you guys know the Titus O'Neil's finisher, leave it in the comment.
Yeah.
Shout out to all the wrestling fans.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Let's see. All right. See, I'm gonna try to make this one a little difficult for you because it's an easy name. All right. Chael Sonnen, right?
Mm-hmm.
He would always say he's from the blank of Westland, Oregon.
The Mean Streets.
You got it, my friend!
Right.
Guys, before we get started, please do us a big favor. Yo, please hit that thumbs up button. Guys, please subscribe to the channel.
And for God's sake, leave us a comment and tell us what to react to next, because that's how we get the ideas for these videos. That comes directly from you. Right down in the comment section. And today,
Van
Halen. All right.
Oh,
Mean Streets,
man.
huh?
Do you know this song?
No, I don't think.
Okay. Trash Talkers, we love you.
Mm-hmm.
We love you. And we know that you guys have been giving us suggestions and suggestions and suggestions to get to Van Halen.
Mm-hmm.
And for that, we have not gotten to it.
Mm-hmm.
So we would like to apologize.
Definitely.
Now, I have to ask my dog right here.
Yeah.
How have we not done Van Halen?
I have no clue.
How?
That's iconicism, man.
Iconicism to the T.
One of the greatest guitarists in the world.
Mr. Eddie Van Halen.
Eddie Van Halen.
So, I'm sure the Trash Talkers have told us about this, but was he the leader of the group? Was he the founder of the group?
I guess he. I don't know if he formed the group, but it must be. I mean, the group was named Van Halen, you know, and this guy he's not the singer, but he's the forefront of the band.
Right.
Know? Well, we talked about that with AC/DC, you know, how sometimes the lead singer is not the main focus of the group. Sometimes it's the guitarist.
Right. I would argue that point with Tool.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think Maynard's really the main. I think it's Danny.
It's not these days, for sure, yeah.
Definitely, I think it's Danny.
Yeah.
But why do I want to say his brother is a part of this band?
I think he is. I think it was two Van Halens, yeah.
Really?
Yeah, I think so. Although I can't think of what would be his first name right offhand.
Why do I want to say like Rob or
Rob Van Halen? Rob Van Dam?
What was his finisher? Actually,
Rolling Thunder, man.
Okay, what was that? That was something off the top rope?
No, well, that was the 5-star frog splash.
What's the Rolling Thunder?
Where he would come off and then do a roll and then a splash on top of him like that.
I thought Rob Van Dam's finisher, he would throw you the chair, you'd pick it up and
the Van Daminator.
Van Daminator.
Yeah, I guess he's used that as a finisher, but yeah.
Anyway, so the lead singer of Van Halen is Rob, isn't it? Rob Fine?
It is David Lee Roth.
I'm sorry, y'all.
Not Rob Van Dam.
But I'm curious because if him and let's say, you know, Van Halen, it was two of them in the group. Mm-hmm. So were they that influential when it came to Van Halen that they're like, listen, you know, the lead singer's cool, the drummer's cool, or whatever his brother played, y'all are fine, but we are the highlight of this group, so it's gonna be called Van Halen. Even though your last name might be Williams, your last name might be McKenzie, but you know what we're gonna call this? Van Halen.
You know what it makes me wonder? If maybe they had the group beforehand, and maybe one of them did sing or something.
Right.
You know, and then they're like, well, let's get a lead singer in here. You know, and they brought in David Lee Roth at that point.
Right.
That's what I think. I mean, you guys can correct me if I'm wrong, but that's what I would guess right offhand.
So, do you know any Van Halen songs? I know we do. It's just...
Yeah, wish they all could be California girls.
Okay.
Then there was one, was it Jump? Go ahead and jump. It was a song called Jump.
Shout out Smokey, man. Because I would have never known that, dude. But the fact that it took us so long to get to Van Halen. And if you guys aren't aware, we are doing this greatest guitarist competition right now with the 70s and before. Van Halen will be in the 80s, correct?
Yes. Of course. I mean, I don't see any way around it. He's definitely going to be in the big group of guitarists, and I don't see how he wouldn't be voted into the 8.
Okay. Now, doing a little research myself, I heard that Van Halen came out in 78, which we could have put him in the 70s.
Yeah. But their biggest stint was in the 80s. You know, that's what I like to keep it at that. You know, the time period they blew up in.
Right.
You know, where they got their most fame from.
Right.
That's why Prince is not going in the 70s. You know?
Exactly. Man, I'm just... oh, dang, that's how that works, huh? But it's just interesting that this band is so iconic, so big, and well, let me ask, do you know what kind? It's metal, right?
I think it's more along the lines of hard rock, like AC/DC-ish.
So, do you think they're in the top 5 greatest? Do you think they're with the Metallicas, the...
Of course, AC/DC.
AC/DC, Kiss. Do you think they're in there?
They're up there. I don't know if they exactly make... I guess they'd make the top 10.
I would say... the only reason I would say they would is just because of what we hear.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I go off of is... How much do you hear about them? And you hear about David Lee Roth. You hear about Van Halen all the time. Yes.
Man, so, okay. Do you know where they're from?
Not right offhand. I would guess California, though.
Damn.
Because of the California Girl song, but I'm not sure.
Well, who sings that song? California Dream. Beach Boys, right? On such a winter's day.
Maybe.
You know what I'm talking about?
Not right offhand.
California.
Oh,
Dream.
wasn't that like that was one of those 70s songs? Oh, like the Mama and Papas or
I thought Beach Boys.
No, that was Jesus.
On such a winter's day.
Yeah, I know the song.
But the reason I say that is because that song was about California.
Yeah.
And you're talking about California Girl. What if Van Halen, like we say, we firmly believe here at the Trash Talker Studio that metal was born in England.
Yes.
What if these guys are English?
Yeah, I don't think they are, though.
I don't think so either.
Yeah, but we do know that metal was born in England. Like,
yes.
Maybe, I wonder if, well, we also got to figure out where hard rock ties into this. You know, and what is considered hard rock, and where's the line between hard rock and metal?
Right.
You know, did hard rock also come from England?
Good question, man.
Yeah.
Y'all, me and Smokey can we want to learn. We want to know about these bands. So when we ask all these questions, we legitimately want to know.
Exactly.
Like, seriously, man.
Yeah. We're never going to become aficionados without knowing this.
And I'm sure people could be like, well, you could do your Googles. We don't have to do our Googles.
It's so much more fun.
Asking you guys. Exactly. Man, real quick, name of the song is Mean Streets. Did they grow up on the mean streets? You think that's what this is about?
Oh, man, you think they come from Westland, Oregon?
You get the joke behind that, right?
Yeah, exactly. Because it's a suburban nice. Nothing going on there.
Exactly. Yeah. Maybe they... See, maybe I would like to know their history. Maybe this guy grew up in the mean streets of... What if he's like Southside Chicago?
Oh, man. That's definitely some mean streets in Southside Chicago.
Absolutely. Schmodo!
What up?
Let's get into it.
Let's do it.
Hold on. Can we just talk about this? I need a picture of this downstairs.
Yeah.
That is art, bro.
What is a homeboy with doing with his head into the wall? Into the pillar?
Fair warning. Speaking of Chael Sonnen on the mean streets, and this guy's like, look what's going on over here.
He's beating the hell out of this dude.
Is that Bigfoot kicking in the door?
Somebody is.
Let's check it out, man. Oh no. Sounds interesting. Oh, he's definitely got to go in the guitars.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Come on, drop, please, please. Come on.
Yeah.
Ooh, that's funky.
Yeah, it is.
At night I walk this stinking street past the crazies on my block, and I see the same old faces and I hear that same old talk. And I'm searching for the latest thing, a break in this routine. I'm talking some new kicks, ones like you ain't never seen. This is home. This is Main Street.
Oh, dude, this is great.
Yes, I'm home. The only one I know. And we don't worry about tomorrow, 'cause we're sick of these four walls. Now what you think is nothing might be something after all.
He's kind of rapping.
It is kind of.
Yeah.
And this dead ahead. The poor folks play for keeps down here. They're the living dead. Come on down. Down to Main Street. They're dancing now.
Dude, that guitar is just going. Okay. Woo. There you go. That's that boozy. Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
It's always here now, my friend. It ain't once upon a time. It's all over but the shouting. I come to take what's mine.
He's got a voice.
For the latest thing, a break in this routine. Talking some new kicks, ones like you ain't never seen. This is home. This is Main Street. It's our home. Only one I know. This is home.
Okay.
Gun is
Bring it
real
down.
easy. In this desperate part of town.
You hear the harmony, the melodicness?
Oh, yeah.
Hunted into hunter. You're going to hunt somebody down. Wait a minute now. Somebody said, fair warning, Lord. Lord, strike that poor boy down.
This is just good old time barbecue music.
Yeah.
God. Dude. I want to go put something on the grill after this. Damn, that dude killing that guitar.
The old school fade out.
That's it. Just makes you want to run your head into a brick wall.
Exactly.
Damn, he's killing that, man.
Yeah.
This is home.
Mm-hmm.
This is Mean Streets.
Mm-hmm. Been in some of those.
Me and you both, Smoke.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
where things like that happen.
Do you think we should tell our story?
Or that?
The day you were looking for me, or do we save that for another day?
We need to save that for a special video.
All right, we'll save that for another day. But man, Mr. Eddie Van Halen.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so remind me again the lead singer.
David Lee Roth.
That guy has he's got one of those distinct voices.
He does, yeah.
It's so melodic. It's so calm. It's so cool. But then he's like, hold on now. Don't get too used to that because I can just, bow! I can hit you with some high notes.
Yeah.
And the background vocals that they had with it, but what tops it off is just that guitar.
Yeah. The guitar is what makes the song.
Right.
For sure. And, I guess that's a sample of what people have been saying, that Eddie Van Halen, he invented a new way of playing guitar.
Mm-hmm.
And forgive me for not being as well versed on it because I'm not a guitarist, but so he was the first one to make it to do those unique screams with the guitar. Yeah. He had a whole new way of just delivering the sound somehow, and apparently all the other bands that were around at that time tried to duplicate that, and no one sounded exactly like Van Halen did.
So they tried to imitate what he basically mastered.
Yeah, exactly.
Maybe that's why this is our first time sitting here analyzing, digesting the music, but maybe that's why so many people tried to duplicate and emulate Van Halen's style.
Yeah.
Is because he was doing next level things.
Yeah, exactly. He was the first one to do that particular sound. Apparently Slash did it, later on with the distorted screams and stuff. And then, in the 90s, Tom Morello, had all his unique sounds and, would make it sound like he's scratching or whatever. But just the first to come along to do things like that. And
right.
I guess it's just a level of mastery to where you're like, I can play guitar, I can do all the stuff that all the other people do, but I got something you ain't never heard.
Right.
Listen to this.
Right. Damn. I wonder how that makes you feel as a guitarist, just knowing you're that good.
Exactly.
You know what I'm talking about?
Exactly.
That's crazy, man. Yeah, and because we know Mr. Eddie Van Halen will be entered into the 80s greatest competition coming up soon. I sounded so southern right there. Competition.
Yeah, competition.
Even though he's going to be in there, I want to know, is this an example of some of his greatest work? What do you think?
I think there's probably even better stuff than that out there.
Well, after you hearing California Girl.
Yeah, there were definitely some unique bits in that also. And you could hear it. You could hear traces of that in this. Yeah.
Right.
But I think he's probably got some stuff that'll blow us away out there.
I agree. Man, I'm so excited for that, man. So, real quick, is that after we're done with the 7... Because we did the greatest singers. We just did... It wasn't an era when we did the greatest singers.
Well, we did, but, we weren't really... When we started off, we really didn't look for eras, but that was really, artists over the 90s and 2000s.
Okay.
So we're going to have to go back and do, the 70s and back, and then the new age stuff also.
Yeah, shout out you wearing the Queensryche shirt.
Yeah.
That guy has got to be in there.
Definitely.
But, yeah, man, guys, any more... You know what? We kind of can't. Are we doing the greatest guitars from the 80s next, or we have another kind of competition? Because
I think we need to get into bassists and then drummers. Then we'll go back and start with the singers and then the guitarists.
Can we do drummers next, please?
We can.
Because Mr. Pert has to be in there.
Yeah.
Yes, Neil Pert.
Let me check the rule book, but I think it's possible.
Guys, any more suggestions by Van Halen, please leave them in the comments. And let us know some background and help us out with some of these questions that we
definitely got. It'll make us more versed in it when we come up to the competition.
Absolutely. With that being said, my name's Baron Hollywood 6. Bye.
I am Larry Smokey Ramirez Cowan.
And we are
over
and
out.
Deuces.
I want to thank you guys for tuning in to Rappers React today. If you want to see another artist that we covered, it's right over here. If you want to see the last video we did, it's right over here. Thank you guys for tuning in. We do this for you. Please go ahead and hit that subscribe button if you will. Give us a thumbs up, and we'll see you on the next one. Deuces.